I've always been a little bit different, and I've grown to like it that way. I'm Lo, I'm a snowboard-obsessed mountain girl. I live in Breckenridge, Colorado, and I am the founder and artist behind Brecken Wild. This is my story. I never really fit in growing up. I was always the outsider, never really felt like I belonged. When everyone else was listening to Taylor Swift, I was listening to Metallica. When everyone was buying condos in the city, I bought a cabin in the woods. I never had an obvious passion or felt like I was born with my thing. And for a long time, I just waited for my thing to find me. Until one day, I realized it might never. And so I finally stopped waiting and started doing. In 2023, I finally took messy, imperfect action and started my entrepreneurship journey. I truly had no idea what I was doing or where to start, so I kind of dabbled in a little bit of everything. I tried a snowboard blog and a YouTube channel and digital products and affiliate marketing. I even tried to sell other people's designs on blankets. But none of those things aligned with me, and I just knew that they weren't my thing. But each of those failures taught me a lot. And it wasn't so much about what I did want, but more about what I didn't want. And by the end of that first year, I was broke, burnt out, and just sitting in my little cabin kind of wondering if maybe I was wrong and wasn't meant for more and had missed my chance. But deep down, I knew that that was not true, and I had to keep going. All I knew at this point was I didn't want to sell other people's stuff, I didn't want to sell people things they didn't need, and I didn't want to build someone else's dream for a paycheck that barely covered my bills. What I did want is to create something bigger than me, something meaningful, something that helped people, and something that really made people connect back to nature, which for me, that was everything. In the spring of 2025, I got laid off, and it felt like the universe was giving me a second chance, and this time I could try from experience, not from zero. And I started to think back to 2017 when we bought our first condo in Breckenridge and picked up a paintbrush for the first time in nearly 20 years. At the time, I was healing from a debilitating spine injury that had changed me on every level of my being. And I didn't start painting because I have always wanted to be an artist or had this burning passion for painting. More because I couldn't find art to fill out my wall. I just really wanted something that felt like the mountains were inside and made me feel calm and at home. And when I finished that first mural, I just stood there and stared at it. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty powerful to feel the peace and the pride and really a sense of purpose that I didn't expect. And in hindsight, this is a moment that really helped me start to heal, especially from those deep wounds that no one else can see, but I can feel. Although very blurry and unclear, a new vision for my life started to emerge around this time. That inspired me to embrace the changes that I needed in order to move past my current struggles and become the next level version of myself. The truth is, I am not a natural artist, not even close. And it's funny because my friends actually still make fun of me because I was so bad at art growing up, and how ironic it is that out of all of us, I'm the one making art for a living. But to me, art's not about a natural talent or the proper technique. It's about creating a vibe and evoking a sense of belonging and emotion in other people who maybe like me never felt like they belonged anywhere but the mountains. My path to get here today has been a very bumpy one. From painting murals for fun in my own home, and then for friends and family, and now for dream clients like Beaver Run Resort and the Village at Breckenridge, Hotel Alpenrock, and Boulder Built. I've even painted a piece for the town of Breckenridge, and I've painted over 10 mountain murals now, and each one is really my love letter to the mountains that raised me, and being able to share that with other people that appreciate it. While murals are awesome and all, they're very time-consuming. They're creatively draining, they're expensive and unattainable for most people, and not exactly the scalable business that I dream about having. Over this past summer, I started to explore some ways where I could make my art more accessible, more functional, and really something that people could live in and not just look at. For the first time, I took my existing art and my murals and I printed them on blankets and towels and bags and other accessories and home goods. And when I got those first samples, I felt it again. that same sense of peace and pride that I felt with that very first mural that I did. Now, that fuzzy vision in my head suddenly came into focus. And I knew right away that this is my thing. And that's how Brecken Wild was born. It's truly a brand built from passion and persistence and my deep love and appreciation for the wild places and the natural spaces that I call home here in the Rocky Mountains. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of the Brecken Wild community and supporting me at the very beginning of my journey when I don't have it all figured out, when I'm just getting started, when I have 49 followers. Brecken Wild is truly made for you and for mountain lovers like us who take comfort outdoors.